The measles outbreak is making its way further across Texas. Should you be concerned?
And the Denton Fire Department is taking preventative measures to help our environment.
UNT is here at the Texas State Capitol to talk with Texas legislatures. I'll tell you why later in the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Landry Brady.
And I'm Annie Tomlin. Today brings a special opportunity to UNT students, faculty, and alumni. ntTV's Lucy Ritchie is in Austin at UNT Day at the Capitol with more. Lucy, what does all this mean for UNT?
Thanks, guys. I am here outside of the Supreme Court at the Texas Capitol in Austin, where UNT's Student Government Association is meeting with the Texas legislature to discuss university funding. The student government's priority requests for the Texas legislature are expanding academic progress, provide student support services, and attract and retain high-quality faculty and staff. The funding will allow UNT to support high-impact programs, services, and research best suited to meet the needs of their students, Texas employers, and the state's economy. Students and faculty have gathered today to help support the request for funding. This day is important for UNT as it determines the future for the education and the university. We'll keep you updated as the story goes. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Lucy. I'm so glad that the cold weather we had last week is finally over.
Me too. This warmer weather is definitely more my style. Our weather anchor, Cornelius Williams-People, is here to let us know if this nice weather is going to stick around for the next couple of days.
Hey everybody, the coats are coming off and it's time for wear some shorts, maybe just a regular plain t-shirt because the weather is feeling nice. Now, starting off with today's forecast though, not tonight's, I don't know why that's up there right now, but today's forecast though is going to be just around 70 degrees and it's going to feel like 70 continuing on from there. And as we lead into that nightfall though, tonight's forecast here we are right now is going to be clear with 61 degrees, and then it's going to feel like as well 60. So it's not too much different with 11 miles wind speed. Now, as we move on to tomorrow's forecast though, tomorrow's forecast will remain sunny with a high of 71, and it feels like 77, sorry about that, and it feels like 71 with 11 miles wind speed. Now that's all I have for you. I'll give you more shortly, but let's take it back to the desk.
When we come back, will Elon Musk follow through on his threats to fire employees?
And later, are egg prices going to start impacting what you eat when you go out? Stay with us.
Free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DebtQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DebtQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DebtQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.debtq.org to learn more. DebtQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes, or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
All right, look up here. 1,
2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
A fire forest worker is bringing attention to the widespread federal government layoffs and their impact on the community. This past month, Stephanie Camives was one among 3,400 Forest Service workers who lost their jobs. Camives explains how these layoffs will severely impact Hurricane Helene cleanups at both the Pisgah and the Nantahala National Forests in North Carolina, where they suffered moderate to catastrophic damage from the storm. Stephanie says 17 employees were laid off at the Pisgah National Forest alone.
Today at Clear Creek Natural Heritage Center, which is 20 minutes from campus, the Denton Fire Department conducted a prescribed burn. The burns are controlled burns intended to clear dead vegetation and revive soil with nutrients from wildflowers and grass. Today the burns were conducted at Clear Creek Natural Heritage Center, and tomorrow they will be conducted in North Lake Park. The department only does a few of these controlled burns each year based on weather. This allows for lovely wildflowers and vegetation to bloom, which you can see in about 2 months. The burn should start today at around noon, leaving some trails potentially blocked, but the parks will remain open.
I'm not from Texas, Landry, but I do know some sunny weather when I see it.
This may not be the California weather you're used to, but are things really heating up?
Let's find out. Our weather anchor, Cornelius Williams-Peoples, is here to give us a look at our upcoming forecasts. Cornelius?
Hey, look, I haven't lived all of Texas all my life either. I can't say much about California, but at least what I have for Texas at least, I can show you this. So, as you can see here, it'll be roughly around in the 70 degrees, 77 to 75 at least up top. As we move our way down to the center here, it's gonna be almost 80, but of course around Graham it's 83. But in the middle section here between Denton, Decatur, and McKinney, it's gonna be in the middles to like maybe late high of 77 to 75. And as we reach down below, it will be in the 77 like Fourth Worth to Dallas. And as we move along, move on to the next part, across the state, we will have roughly, again, the same, roughly around that mid-70s, but with Abilene being around 85 actually, and El Paso being 80 on the far there. Then followed by around the Shreveport area, going to be 74 to 70, but generally, overall, it's gonna be in the mid-70s. Now let's move on to our 7-day forecast. To the 7-day forecast, starting with our Wednesday, it will be roughly, it's gonna be mostly cloudy to partly cloudy. Along that week, being in the 77 range and to our late low around the 40s. Sunday, however, there is going to be rain, but it's going to be in those PM showers, though, and that's going to be around 41% chance. And as we move along to that Monday being mostly sunny, there's going to be a little bit less rain, around 24% chance, but overall, though, it's going to be remaining warm. Now, that's all I have for you for the weather. Now let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Cornelius. North Texas construction crews are working hard to make sure the side of the walk you need is always closed. But on a serious note, there's another issue that developed: student safety. ntTV's Adriana Rivera headed over to the UNT Transportation Department to find out what's being done to help the situation.
Traffic congestion and safety concerns are a daily challenge for students and faculty at the University of North Texas. With heavy pedestrian activity, busy intersections, and limited parking, Getting around campus isn't always easy, but what steps are being taken to improve safety? I spoke with Margarita Venegas to learn more about the issue.
So one of the things that we try and tell students all the time is be aware. And that's true if you're a pedestrian, a bicyclist, on your scooter, in your vehicle, or if you're just hanging out. Awareness is key. And that's something that can be hard to do. It seems easy, but if you've got your earbuds in or you're on your phone, and any little one thing that distracts you for a second can make you unaware of what's going on around you. A car coming at you, another person walking towards you, in a car, and all of a sudden a pedestrian comes out in front of you. So awareness is key. That is something we try to promote across all of our channels and through all of our departments, is how to remain aware so that you're protecting your own safety as much as you can.
Parking struggles, crowded crosswalks, and heavy traffic continue to frustrate students. While some improvements have been made, many believe more can be done to enhance safety and accessibility. For now, staying aware of surroundings and following safety guidelines may be the most important way students can protect themselves.
Heads up, North Texas students, construction shows no mercy. Watch your step, plan your route, and may the detour routes be ever in your favor.
After the break, more on how UNT Day at Austin is progressing.
And why the Kardashians are facing legal trouble for a picture used in a social media post. Stick with us to find out.
I use Flex to buy my favorite snacks.
I use Flex to get me through my mornings.
I use Flex at my favorite campus restaurants. I love how Flex is a cashless payment method and can be used at all campus dining venues.
So, how do you use Flex?
Are you looking for a fun club with travel opportunities? Dive into the UNT Swim Club. Practicing Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. at the Pole Recreation Center. We accept members at any skill level. For more information, reach out to us at unt.swimclub on Instagram.
And you can almost be tricked into thinking that there's a happy ending here. I think that's so powerful. It's a true story of Ruth Snyder. There's some kind of liberties in the story. The young woman is definitely more of a sympathetic character than the original Ruth Snyder.
I would say that it is a story about a woman breaking out of the box she has been put in by society.
It is a story about societal pressures, and it's also a story about love and what drives somebody to sometimes do things that may seem awful.
I really like the soundscapes. I think that they add a nice layer to the show.
Be prepared for an incredibly immersive, anxiety-ridden experience.
How she sees the world and the way that she sees these different faces all the time. This is like how the machine rolls.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
UNT students are taking a stand and want to see changes in terms of funding and enrollment on campus. At the Texas State Capitol, our reporter Aaliyah Bordeaux has more. Aaliyah?
Thanks, guys. I am here at the state capitol where UNT students are advocating for more funding. Increasing enrollment has placed a strain on infrastructure at UNT. Campus infrastructure to UNT students is essential. UNT students and legislators are the foundation to making a change. And I am here with Ethan, who's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on at the Capitol.
Hi, so yeah, I'm with the mariachi here, and we're here with the 1 o'clock and the UNT Alumni Association, and we've just come out here to show our state legislators and our state government who we are. We've been performing all day. I've performed, I think, twice now, going on 3 here in an hour or so, and we're just showing them what our talents are and why we're worthy of funding and why we're worthy of being on the map here in Texas. So, yeah.
Well, thank you so much. That's all I have for you all today here in Austin, Texas. Make sure to tune in at 6 to get the full story. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Aaliyah. You know, I was going to go buy eggs at the store today, but it seems Humpty Dumpty did anything but fall. And I wasn't the only one to notice. Denny's restaurant has just increased the prices of eggs at some of its locations amid shortages in higher egg prices. The popular restaurant chain has not only commented on the price increase is what it's going to, but they did say that they are making decisions on a diner-by-diner basis. Denny's is not the only restaurant that is making increases in their egg prices. Popular budget chain Waffle House also added a 50-cent price hike for meals that include eggs, but that's not the only place in the food industry that's making changes. Major U.S. retailers like Costco and Trader Joe's have imposed limits on how many eggs one consumer can buy, with the economy fluctuating and the bird flu continuing.
The CEO of Ben & Jerry's parent company is stepping down after less than 2 years in the role. Unilever's CEO Heinz Schumacher made a surprise announcement as the consumer goods giant is working to boost its lackluster sales. Part of Unilever's growth strategy involves spinning off its massive ice cream brands. The company says Schumacher would be replaced by Unilever's chief financial officer, Fernando Fernandez, on March 1st. Unilever owns many household name brands, including Dove soap, Hellmann's mayonnaise, and Vaseline. I love keeping up with all the drama that's been happening in Hollywood lately.
Me too, especially the Amelia Perez drama. I really hope that Wicked takes home the Oscar for that movie.
I haven't heard about Amelia Perez, but luckily our segment anchor, India Edwards, is in here to tell us all about it and more. India?
Thank you, Landry. We definitely have some technical difficulties happening right now. Carla Gascon isn't the only celebrity facing backlash this week. However, Kim Kardashian is now under fire for a social media post she released to her millions of followers 1 year ago, asking for help to vouch for a release of a convicted murderer who was sentenced to death row. The post used the image of an innocent man by the name of Ivan Cantu to spread awareness about a death row inmate whose name is also Ivan Cantu, a criminal sentence for the murder and theft of his cousin back in 2000. The innocent Ivan Cantu's lawyer stated, as a result of the Kardashian abuse, Mr. Cantu's privacy was destroyed at a most critical and sensitive time, and he suffered real trauma that will last a lifetime. At the time of the post, Cantu had experienced a personal loss. Now, he is suing Kardashian for libel, slander, emotional distress, and invasion of privacy. Kardashian's lawyer is willing to settle the lawsuit, but will defend Kim as needed. Well, that's all the drama we have in Hollywood for you today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, India. Landry, if I was a football coach, do you think I would be making the big bucks?
You know what, Annie? That may be something we never know.
Well, what we do know is that our sports anchor, Christian Bursuch, is here to tell us about some new football salaries and even more. Christian?
Thanks, guys. UNT Sports had a busy weekend. Mean Green Football is hiring a new defensive coordinator to improve a lackluster defense, and our women's swimming and dive team competed in the American Conference Championship. I've got more on UNT Sports as well as the possible return of baseball at the university after the break.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone.
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
The Mean Green have signed defensive coordinator Skylar Cassidy to a 2-year contract. Cassidy becomes UNT's highest paid assistant coach as the team hopes it can turn around their defense that allowed 34.15 points per game. At Sam Houston, Cassidy led the 21st ranked defense in the nation, and he's bringing 7 of those defensive players with him to North Texas, as many of those players have announced that they will be following their coach in the transfer portal to UNT. Cassidy is set to install a defensive system with a 4-man front when UNT begins practice in March. Coach Eric Morris and the Mean Green football team are expecting immediate results from their new defensive coordinator. The North Texas women's swim and dive team competed in the American Conference Championship this past weekend. Take a look at ntTV reporter Seth Wickman, what he captured at the event.
The UNT women's swim and dive team traveled to Dallas on Saturday to compete in the American Athletic Conference Championship.
This is a really tough conference that we're in, and so our girls really rose to the occasion. You know, watching Shayna and Indra, you know, share that podium, getting second and third in the 100 free, that was awesome. Kaylee Turner throwing down in that 200 fly. I mean, today was a really strong day for us.
The team ended the 4-day meet with a total of 9 medals, which included a gold medal from the team diving event. UNT also had diver Cameron Wong win Conference Award Most Outstanding Diver.
It was really exciting. I love my team, and I couldn't have done it without their support. My season as a whole was really good. I've hit a couple PRs and set some school records for UNT, so that's really exciting to do.
The Mean Green ended up placing 5th in the meet, wrapping up their first championship appearance in the American Athletic Conference.
At the conference championship, Cameron Wong was named the meet's most outstanding diver after winning 2 individual events and being a part of the Mean Green's team diving event win. North Texas's own Stephanie O'Callahan was named the Diving Coach of the Year as well. The team is now preparing for nationals, which will start on March 14th in Florida. Despite not having an official baseball team since 1988, there is finally hope for the return of baseball at UNT. The university started the process of reviving the program in 2014, but COVID-19 delayed the process. Members of the Denton community have since started the Mean Green Baseball Project, letting the university know the demand for baseball in the city of Denton is real. UNT Baseball Project founding member Kevin McKinney laid out the issues currently preventing a return to baseball at North Texas, citing that the school is focused on upgrading the programs that it currently has before it introduces baseball. As the demand for baseball rises, Kevin McKinney and the Baseball Project believe we could see the team come back in time for the 2027 season. Go to meangreenbaseball.com to find more information or to donate. The Mean Green Baseball Project has a clear message for the university. Bring it back. Thanks, guys. Back to the desk.
Thank you for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.